Part of the reason the Earth has been increasing in average temperature is because of the presence of greenhouse gases. These gases are known to prevent heat and energy from leaving the atmosphere, and one of the most notorious of those gases is carbon dioxide, also known as CO2. Now, CO2 atmospheric deposits have increased, largely in part due to the fossil fuels that the nations across the globe burn every day. The main issue is these increased levels of CO2 are being absorbed into the ocean, making the water more acidic in the process known as acidification. Acidification is a huge problem, especially in the Gulf of Mexico and Cancun. This region is very vulnerable because coastal waters in general are particularly at high risk. They experience great levels of nutrient deposits in warm waters, making patches known as dead zones. Dead zones are waters that are depleted of oxygen or hypoxic. These hypoxic areas can lead to an increase of red tides or algae blooms, which carry toxins and pollute the ecosystem. The combination of acidic waters with high nutrient compositions and dead zones creates a change in the pH of the water. This is arguably the most important factor. It is predicted that the pH will decrease by 0.3, which is an 150% decrease since pre-industrial times. This leaves an impact on the ecosystem that may be irreversible. The rich and diverse coral reef will not be able to grow under these conditions. Shell thinning of plankton, foramina, will occur, and deadly toll on animals like mollusks, crustaceans, and fish will rise. Fish are dying because of the toxins released by the algae, and for fishers and coastal communities, this is a huge blow. Economies and families that rely on bringing fish in are now overfishing, which damage the ecosystem even more. Dying coral reefs are getting bleached, and a lack of coral reefs means a lack of fish breeding grounds and a lack of fish diversity. For communities in Cancun that eat these poisoned fish, risk becoming sick as well as even dying in some cases. The water is sometimes not safe to swim in either, so damages to skin, eyes, and respiratory systems are also plausible. Ironically, the people that are causing these negative changes are being negatively impacted, and projections are saying it's only going to get worse. Not to mention, it is said that giant jellyfish are predicted to increase greatly in the next coming years due to their resistance to hypoxia. Now, there are solutions, but the main idea of these solutions is to cease what we are doing. Cutting down fossil fuels, reducing overfishing, limiting CO2 emissions, and controlling the nutrient runoff can all play integral parts in the mitigation or the prevention of these problems. With that being said, being optimistic can only get people so far, and action must be done now rather than later.